So moving right along, you guys don't know this, but usually we vainly watch the things that we've just recorded. But we were so confident about the last thing we recorded, we're just breezing right through. So to recap, reader Steve Spagnuolo, reader of Alison's blog, suggested some things that we should review, even though we don't know about them. And one of the things was a website that we haven't visited.
And it's hard because we've been to like every website.
Well, it's hard because if you've heard of a website, you probably are going to visit because all you have to do is type it in. I mean, it would be extraordinarily lazy, which we are, not visit.
I've barely been to my own blog.
Yeah, me too. But there is a website that Alison had heard of, and I hadn't even heard of it.
It's called goop.com or goop.org, and it's Gwyneth Paltrow's blog about all things Gwyneth Paltrow, really, if you will.
Did you go to it, though, because you were like shopping for Goop, but then you discovered that it was actually
I thought it was a blog about trail mix, GORP.
Oh,
you know? And then I got there, because I wanted to know, can you use peanut M&Ms or just regular M&Ms, and also carob chips or not carob?
Carob's difficult. It's like, is it chocolate, is it not?
Is it chocolate, is
it
rubber?
Does it fit in trail mix, yeah.
Chocolate, rubber, what is it?
So, didn't Gwyneth Paltrow happen to talk about carob?
No, because her thing's Goop, not Gorp. And she talks about just the organic lifestyle. You could make organic Gorp.
I guess, why is it just organic lifestyle? Couldn't it just be everything about her? Like she specifically does not cover her non-organic lifestyle?
I don't think she has a non-organic lifestyle.
Oh, come on. She's got some plastic in her life somewhere. Does she just gloss over that?
Yes.
Already I don't like this website because I feel like Gwyneth Paltrow is hiding things from us unnecessarily. If you're going to have a blog, just be open about everything. It's like, it's cool. I'll embrace your organic and your non-organic self. It's fine.
It's not her Twitter, Dustin, you know. It's just her blog website thing. I think that the links are really helpful on it because I was able to link to other movies she's done, other people who have websites like her. Like I think she links to Madonna, and I was able to shop and buy products that she recommends. I was able to see her book list. She's reading some pretty good books. Why don't you tell us what they are?
She's reading The God of Small Things, which is a classic. She's also reading
How Stella Got Her Groove Back, which is also a classic.
Yes. And she's reading Eat This, Not That, because she wants to, even though she doesn't eat fast food, she wants to know if she did, whether she should have the Wendy's chicken sandwich or the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Right, and she's also reading One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, because she's concerned about mercury poisoning.
Yes, and worried about her kids getting mercury poisoning. I thought there were too many photos of her kids. You know, it's just, I mean, sure, any mom is like proud of her kids, and that's just a common trap for parents to fall into. But, you know, Gwyneth, we hold you to a higher standard. You're famous, and your kids kind of are by extension, but they're still just kids, and like when they spit up, it's not that interesting. Get over it.
See, and this is why Dustin and I are two different people, not the same, because I couldn't get enough of Little Apple.
Yeah. Swinging
in a swing, playing with Ben Affleck's daughter, riding her first pony. It was really, I began to feel like I knew them. You know?
Yeah, but it was like, you know, those were kind of interesting things because it's like lifestyles of the rich and famous for kids. So I could kind of, but it was like eating her first crayon and
pooping her first crayon that she ate.
Yeah, exactly. And then eating her second crayon. It was just like the whole crayon thing.
Yeah, the fact that they had a 64 pack of crayons and that they didn't remove them when it became clear that her daughter was going to eat her way through the box of crayons was...
But they were organic crayons, and so maybe that's why you live the organic lifestyle, because you're like, I'm not worried about her eating those because I know everything in them is healthy and homemade from the farm.
Did you know that if you ever have a zipper that's stuck, if you just rub wax crayon on it, it'll unstick it? I didn't learn that on the website. I learned it from my mom. Because one time I was late for a flight. Okay, I spent the night not at home. And then I came home and I was
Wait,
trying
this
to
sounds like a long story. Have you noticed that the quality of zippers in general has been declining? I think everything that I buy, like if it has a zipper, the zipper is like worse than whatever the previous thing is that had the zipper on it.
I know, that reminds me of, then I got back home and I had to change to the plane. I'm like, oh my god, I'm stuck in my boots. I'm stuck in my boots. And I almost had a fucking, excuse my language, like panic attack. And
No,
I was
but that reminds me,
sitting there
I
with
bought
scissors.
this thing from J. Crew, and it's the worst zipper I've had yet. It's almost like it might as well just not clasp shut, because it's the zipper so terrible.
That reminds me that I was scissors and I was like gonna cut my shoes off of me, and I was like, Laura, was she gonna help me? And then she called our mom because I was freaking out. Our mom said rub a crayon on it.
Gwyneth, look at what you've done to us. You've driven a stake in our relationship. I hate you and your website.
The wax crayon will never unstick this.
I'm buying non-organic from now on. F the earth.
Yeah, no carob for me. I think it's still recording.